Hey there, Mrs. Williams here, and this is question 4.2.A-3, and it has to do with the gear ratio in relation to the RPM of the gear. So the thing to remember on this problem is that the speed of the gear is inversely proportional to the number of teeth. So when two quantities are inversely proportional, what you want to do in your proportion is if you have, information about gear 1 in the numerator on the left and then gear 2 in the denominator on the left, you want to switch the, what you're trying to relate it to around. So you want, whatever, in this case we're talking about the teeth, but you're going to put that information for gear 2 in the numerator so that it's inversely related to the other information that you have. In this case it's the speed of the gear, but it's inversely related to gear 2 if you put 1 in the denominator on one side and then in the numerator on the other. So that's how you want to line it up or set it up in your proportion, and that way it'll be inversely related. Once you get, this is the hardest part. Once you get that done, then really it's just a matter of plugging the numbers in and solving. So for part A, you're going to put in the speed of gear 1. Speed and RPM are the same thing, revolutions per minute, so that's how fast the gear is going around per minute. So we're going to put 440 in the numerator, and then we don't know the speed of gear 2, so we can put x. Teeth of gear 2 would be 44, and the teeth of gear 1 is 20. So again, I'm just using that first row of information, and this is our x. We don't know that at the moment, but what we would do is cross multiply. So we're going to do 440 times 20 equals 44 times x. And then to get x by itself, you want to divide by 44, so that 44 over 44 is 1. That cancels out or reduces down to 1, so it's just 1x or just x. And then if you multiply all of this out, it ends up being 200. And so we actually know here that this RPM of gear 2 is 200 revolutions per minute. I'll do another with you, but like I said, really you're going to be just repeating the same formula. So speed of gear 1 over the speed of gear 2, we can see here that we have the speed of both gears for this problem. So 1 over 2 would be 145 over 420. And then over here we have the teeth of gear 2 over the teeth of gear 1. We don't know the teeth of gear 2, so we can put an x there, or just some sort of a letter, a placeholder, over 25. And then same thing, we're going to cross multiply to solve it. So 145 times 25 equals 420x. And then divide by the 420 on both sides. That way the 420s cancel out. You get x by itself. And this one's a little bit unique. Most of these come out to a nice whole number, but this one doesn't. And in the instructions, I don't have that copied on here, but it says round to the nearest whole number. And so we would want to round this up to 9. So our answer here would be 9 teeth on gear 2. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have further questions.